Hello YouTube and welcome to GrunfWorks. This is KSP and 1.8 and I'm showing you for the first time. I wanted to show you the logo that you see that this thing is legit. And so what do we have in the new update? We have the new textures. Eve, most notably. Eve has some new surface textures which we will be seeing on today because we'll have the mission to Eve. And look at that, Gilly also looks amazing. Now it looks like a proper space rock. Yes. If we go on the surface, which with the mission from a previous episode, you will notice a slight bumpiness. Oopsie. Right. Yes. If you had the craft save there, it might be some issues here and there because of the bumpiness of terrain. It might a little bit bump out. So I had to go and do a mid-air rescue with the Hossy Kerman, who is an incredible Kerbonaut specialized in aerobatics, or anaerobatics, because this is not an air environment, of course. Yes, Gilly, what can I tell you guys? Anyway, if we just go a little bit further down, I forgot that it resets a couple of things, namely the illumination and also the nav ball, since I got the KSP updated to the version which was graciously given to me by the devs a few days ago, so that I could actually go and check out and take a look at this content and maybe deliver to you some of the video that you can actually see today. Yes, first things first, so that just there are some minor fixes needed to be placed, like this lander and that station, which obviously went the wrong way. However, we take the screen cap and let's go and build something new and exciting. We said we will be visiting Eve, and what better reason to be visiting Eve than to install the all communications network, which will be delivering some sweet science from the surface of Eve, of course. Apart from these experiments that will be launching from Gilly. Now, I won't do the groundbreaking experiments this time, but I will be launching 2 comm satellites that will be orbiting Eve in a circular fashion, which will be relaying and allow for the control of probes. And then, if we have the space, I will be building a small lander that will land on the surface of Eve and just transmit the basic experiments. So let's go all satellite, comms relay Mark 12. For some reason, no idea why. Alright, let's find a good relay antenna. I think this RI-15, RI-2 seems a little bit small, doesn't it? No, we're going with the 15. I think that's the one for the inner planets anyway. Right, and we need obviously some power source. We need some solar panels, some battery. So let's go with with the regular photovoltaic panels. These should provide enough output, so 1 × 6, and we'll place a few of them just for good measure. I'm not calculating this, I'm eyeballing. It's KSP after all. So let's see, like that. No, might as well align more nicely. So you would take this guy and then this guy, and then you take the opposites. Yes, rotate. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. See, here you go. Easy peasy. Now, this is good. You need that, and then you need a small tank. See, something like that. Beautiful. And you actually might need an engine. Where's that engine? Yeah, that one. See? Simple enough, isn't it? Now, I'm gonna save that as a sub-assembly. Yeah, but I need to reroute it first. Okay, let's first make custom groups. One will be these photovoltaic panels that I never use. And I know in the 1.7 we have gotten a reassignable action groups. I'm just old-fashioned, sorry. So, Eve relay, yes. Good. Let's now create the lander. the exploration drone. So there we go. Probe core and the couple of yeah. Okay, we have batteries, couple of reaction wheels. Then we need a fuel tank and an engine. Oh, but that we don't need for the landing. So let's build a decoupler. Yes, and let's actually put the heat shield. And I'm gonna place a bigger one. Oh, that's hideous. Okay, maybe like that. That's still hideous. Alright, let's put landing legs. Start retracted, move them a little bit higher. Good, then we need electricity. Something like this. I don't know, screw them on as much as you like them. I think this looks good enough. 1, 2. There we go. Looks decent to me. Now I'm gonna hide one of these for remote control purposes. I need just to find a good way to place it. Well, no, if it's red, it's not there. Let's move the craft. See? It's not there. Now, come on, rotate, you son of a gun. Okay, looks good enough. I don't care. Rerouting it here and exploration lander. There we go. Did I put everything that I wanted? Oh no! Science experiments, of course. Doofus. I'm going into all this trouble to get some science and then I forget to actually put this. Okay, right. KSP. No, I forgot one more thing. Hold on. Parachutes. How else would this thing be landing? I cannot just expect to glide or litho brake on Eve. That wouldn't work. Now, so should I be placing these here? Actually, that makes sense, but I'm afraid that it might go, you know, it might be lopsided, so I'm actually gonna get away from that idea. So, science lander drone. Let's see. There we go. Subassembly. Time to build the big kahuna ship. The idea of the ship is to be able to transport 2 relays and 1 lander if possible. So, probe core, then we need the batteries, then we need the antenna for controlling it, obviously. One like that. Then we need a communitron or something. Then let's call this utility Eve drone launcher. Yes. Now let's see, we need a communitron, stick it in the middle, looks good enough. Then I don't need that communitron all of a sudden. Let's put the reaction wheels, good. Now we have a ship. Well, that's it, thank you very much. No. Okay, let's see if we can use trusses here. So how would this gonna look? Let's see, like that. Decent. Actually, I might want to be placing okay. Obviously we need to place the lander first, that's because it will be launch lost, and we need to put the stack separator because it needs to decouple one way or the other. I heard if you use decouplers then these trusses remain, but if you use stack separators then they're gone. And it does make sense in my head, but let's take a look at this. 1 satellite and this is hideous. I don't like this. I would prefer actually a bigger fairing. Sorry. I'm looking at the tank. No, go away. Now 3.75 meter fairing. Now we're talking. So interstage nodes on, good. Separators, 1.6 separator. Oh, we have one in the middle. Perfect. Science lander drone, perfect. Then we have another stack separator. Look at that, fits like a glove. There we go, and then another stack separator. Oh, we can launch 2+1. That's wonderful. That's what I've been talking all about. Look at that. Build a fairing. Ah, it looks like a real rocket, doesn't it? Okay, sides 4. Clamshell deploy on. Good. Now I need the tank. Oh, struts first. Let's strut this damn thing. You never know. I'm strutting it to the separator, so when it decouples, all ties are broken. Okay, this won't fit apparently. Nah. Okay, no point. Alright, anyway. Let's look at the tank. The big one, good. Rhino engine, of course. It's a very good high altitude or vacuum engine. There we go. So actually I might add another tank just for that extra delta V. That's 3000 delta V and one. Yeah, it's a little bit low on thrust to weight, but it will be in upper stages of the atmosphere, so we don't need it anyway, or ideally in vacuum. So we don't care about thrust to weight. Now, adapter. You are gonna go against the big kahuna here. Engine cluster. Oh, I'm building another Saturn V, guys. Bear. There you go. Another engine in the middle. Thank you. Okay, so that together is 5,844 meters per second. That's good. 1.2 thrust to weight, and now I'm gonna show you the brand new 2.5 meter huge, not the Pollux, sorry, no, that's 1.875, the Clydesdale, yeah. So, solid fuel rocket booster, look at that big boy. 1.8, ladies and gentlemen. I could go, part by part, but I think it's better that you see them in their natural environment or habitat, if you will. So I'd rather just straight up use them. I'm pretty sure a lot of other YouTubers will be flashing icon by icon what do they do. I just prefer to straight up use them. Now, 1.52, that's not the world's highest thrust, but it will do. Here we go. I might actually add some, yeah, those would be handy. Struts, more struts, please. There we go. Looks good enough. Yeah, this looks about right. I think we need the structurals, these two. Put them on stage below. And I think we could already go and launch this bad boy. I think we have everything. No, I need some more solar panels just to be on the safe side. Because when all decouple, I'll need something to control this bad boy. So 9 is these solar panels, and that will be good enough. Thank you. Okay, staging. Who cares about staging? Let's launch. Look at this beautiful dawn launch, and the rocket is going up like a wet noodle. 1.6 thrust to weight. Everything looks great. And actually I like this rocket design. It's very sleek. It's actually believable. It's not too Kerbal, so it's midway, I would say. And while it bounces like a noodle, I'm definitely enjoying the moved nav ball and switching to apoapses and periapses. Reducing the thrust, keeping it around 1.8, 1.9, because I think this gives me an optimal ascent trajectory while the SRBs are firing. And soon enough they will cut off, and now we dump them. With a full thrust on the rocket again at 1.8, go figure. I couldn't have planned it better myself. By the way, I'm sorry that the game is a little bit darkish. I only notice it now, but I'll need to up the ambience a little bit, so sorry about that. Alright, now let's set up a maneuver node for the circularization. You know the drill. I mean, Guys, normally I would skip some of the parts, but this is an Eve special, so I figured, and look at that, we have a tiny arrows next to the meters per second mark, which I'm gonna use religiously. Thank you so much, guys, devs and the Fifth Horseman for actually pointing it out. This is very handy. It basically means warp to next maneuver node. So I'm not gonna warp to the next maneuver node because it gives you, it puts you 1.5 minutes just before the burn. I think it's fixed, I'm not sure. I don't think it gives you like a half time of the burn time. So, right. Okay, keeping the direction, hold maneuver prograde. I could dump the fairing and that would result in slightly higher delta V, but I just like the sleek look of everything, so I'm gonna dump it once we actually circularize. And yes, I know it's not optimal, but what can I say? There we go. And we will be able to circularize on this stage, which is marvelous. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's now stage. Just use a little bit to get away, and then we will dump the fairing as well. Come on. There we go, look at that. And let's extend the solar panels. Now there's a ship to behold. And it's completely remote controlled. Ain't it something? Right, time to plan our burn to get the hell out of the Kerbin's SOI and then set Eve as target. So I'm once again not doing the Hoffman transfer. I'm doing old style, so basically getting out of the Kerbin's sphere of influence and then finding a good trajectory. Hopefully. So let's find the least costly ejection burn. Oh, that's a lot more demanding than I thought. Oh wait, I'm pushing in the wrong direction. Move away, nothing to see. Yep, there we go, 911 roughly. Alright, point maneuver prograde and maneuver burn is gonna be in 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Pointing prograde. And those are idle, so we do have a connection to the KSC, good. Warp it a little bit. Oh, actually, look at that. Pressing time warping. This is the button suggested by the Fifth Horseman, and I love it. Look at that, 1 minute 25 seconds. Fan-freaking-tastic. I'm gonna use that now all the time. Okay, slightly accelerating because we should start burning at around 28-ish, 27-ish, and here we go. Doing the burn. 800 meters per second to go till we get ejected out of the Kerbin's sphere of influence. Also guys, in one of the 1.8, the slight improvements to the textures have received around the KSC, so if you see it looking much cleaner and nicer, that's also one thing to consider. Buildings look a little bit different, and well, you know, we're not gonna show that today, and we're going already out of the Kerbin's SOI. Hide the UI and let's appreciate and accelerate as we leave Kerbin. Love the shots. These shots are one of the reasons why I actually play KSP. I thought I wanted to show you this in 1.8. I do love the Gilly and Eve textures. I think I'm gonna go back to the Astronomer's Visual Pack, mainly because of the clouds and stuff, because I just find it a little bit cooler, but I figured this episode might as well, you know, show you the stuff, right? So. And I hope that the Visual Pack will be upgraded to 1.8 as well. Oh look, some science being dumped from the Gilly. We already have some science received, and I really like those groundbreaking experiments because they're giving me something to work with. So that's nice. 0.0 and point maneuver prograde. And this is going to happen in 114 days where we need to do, you know, the inclination change. 329 meters per second. Once again, warp to maneuver node. Hell yeah. Oh, look at that. Science, science, science. Oh, science, science. Oh, look at that. We are just getting science left and right, ladies and gentlemen. 91, 81 surface added. That's just beautiful. I wonder how much we will have. Oh, I could delete all messages. Now I noticed it. Well, yeah, figures. Alright. Now, burn time is going to be 16 seconds. I want to show off the craft as we do it. Reducing it when we get to around to 8, and then we press the gas. I don't know if you could call it gas, but yeah, ignition, I guess. Okay, 0.3 meters per second, that's good enough. Now, next thing is setting up the event counter. So this is sort of like an inverse to what we would call to the moon encounter. So hold on. No. Why are you escaping? Of course, because it's an inner circle and it's going faster than I am. Which means I should be going in the opposite direction. Yes. Hold on. This way I move one circle minus and I move here and look at it. Hey, presto, we have an even counter. Which is gonna happen in 368 days. And we're just gonna press this 2 arrows. Oh, that's gonna be neat. Eve, let's just see. Ah, that looks good enough, I'd say. Let's see if we can do... Alright, let's see if we can fix the approach. We're coming from the right angle, just correcting a little bit the inclination and everything. Oops, no, I don't want to lift the brake at Eve. Oh, that looks good enough. 747, and just straighten it out a little bit and I'll be happy. Here, those are tiny changes. Okay, 368 days. I'd say that's good enough. Let's just focus on the drone launcher and press accelerate. Look at that. Fantastic. That's gonna save me so many possible misses in terms of... I usually miss frequently, guys. It's just terrible. So let's go. 200 and something days. $150 days. And it's coming right on the nose. Wonderful. There we go. Note in 1.5 minutes, as I told you guys. So point the maneuver prograde, and we're gonna do the 35-second burn. 800 meters per second of the total 4019 meters per second. By the way, this is not entire 4019, it is in this stage. If we take the 2 stages above, these satellites are ion engines. I'm pretty sure they have an insane amount of delta V, and the small lander should have enough just to deorbit itself, ideally. Will it? I have absolutely no clue. I didn't test this flight, I just assembled it and launched it, Kerbal style. Let's do the thrust limiter, and now let's check how it looks when I press the accelerator. There we go, a little bit more, and whoopsie, 372. That's good enough in my book. Unlock the thrust, deactivate the engine, just to be on the safe side. You never know what might happen. Right, now, what I want is just before we transition the sphere of influence, let's warp here. Doing another time warp and use every ounce and bit of science there is. Okay, time warp complete, and we are almost about to enter Eve's sphere of influence. There we go. Now all we need to do is to set up the circularization burn. And that's gonna be a big one. 570 around. I want my apoapsis to be around 2 million meters, I'm thinking. That would be a nice round number and possibly not influenced by Gilly. Here we go. I mean, the Gilly has a tiny sphere of influence, but still, it can do havoc to your satellites. So, pointing in the right way, there's Eve. Do let me know which kind of textures you do prefer, stock or Astronomer's Visual Pack. Now, in the previous episode you have seen how the Eve looks like with the Astronomer's Visual Pack, and here you see how it looks stock in the 1.8. Let me know what you think. I for one think that this actually looks really nice. Will it hold close up? We'll see. We are 4 minutes away from burn. And we have, as you can see, plenty of delta V, so nothing to, you know, no fuss, no muss. "30 seconds, okay, 55 seconds. We shall burn when the timer hits T-minus 15-ish. We have connectivity, so that's definitely a-okay. Hitting the gas, and let's see. Rhino, a very, very powerful and very efficient engine, actually. It's basically my 3.5 meter go-to engine when it comes to burning. There we go. Here we are. 1.1 meters per second. I'm happy with that. And let's now go on the sunny side of Eve and deploy those satellites. What do you think? Look at that shot. Isn't it amazing? Now, as always, guys, I'm a total hillbilly when it comes to expanding those and using the action groups that I set for myself. If I would press 1, all the solar panels would be extending. I'm not sure if I really want that. So I figured better to just, you know, decouple. There you go. Look at that picture. I think this could be actually our title shot for the episode. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, activate the engine, yes. And hit the gas, shall we? Look at that. The only problem is that we actually have a high amount of electric charge being used by the ion engine, but if I turn like this, then the solar panels should be able to compensate by a narrow margin, and they can compensate. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. So the idea is that we will be burning until we reach a circular orbit of around 2 million meters, roughly. And I think I might actually skip the intricacies of the burn, so I'm thinking it's gonna be quite a long burn. Look at that. It is rising, but not nearly as fast as I would like it to, so I think I'm gonna skip and come straight when we're at the end of the burn. Alright, and there we are with the initial satellite being placed, and I believe this is good enough. So let's just post some sexy angle, and then we will be launching the second satellite. Right, 1 orbit to go. Warp there. By the way, guys, I'm eyeballing it. There's actually no scientifically, meticulously calculated stuff going on here. If you're looking for that, then you're looking in the wrong place. Because I told you when I'm playing stock, I'm gonna do it Kerbal style. So, eyeballing it and hope it goes well. Let's decouple. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Activate the engine and hit it. There we go. And then we have yet another satellite going up there. I'm also gonna let you enjoy the view for a couple of seconds before I totally skip it and until we're actually ready to deploy the lander. Alright, and we are almost there with the 2.2 millimeter mark. There we go, and oopsie, goes all the way around. Okay, I think it's good enough. Actually, I'm gonna disable the engine. Thank you so much. Good. Now, let's go back to the drone launcher, and it's time to actually go on the opposite side, because I do want to land this thing, but I want to land it on the sunny side. So let's go and drop our periapsis to roughly 133-ish. So yeah, warp to the maneuver node. As I told you, I'm constantly using it. Burn time is gonna be 16 seconds, so it's gonna be good enough. Alright. Oh, this is dark. Alright, dropping the periapsis down to 100 and something, 130-ish something, good. And now I just gotta find this little stack separator. Is that one? Nope, 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 nope. Wait. Here you are. Decouple. Kaplunk. Look at that. Actually you can, because it's in pitch black, thanks to me. Thank you. I only see this post-production, so sorry guys. Okay, I did burn a little bit, and I'm gonna drop my periapsis to say, I don't know, they say 98-ish. I think around 85. What's the atmosphere height at Eve? Is it 120 or is it... No idea. I'm gonna place it to 85, and I'm pretty sure we will be hitting the atmosphere. There we go. 89. Withdraw the solar panels, turn orbit retrograde, and then hit the burn. There we go. I figured if we drop the speed by, I don't know, a few hundred meters per second, that should be good enough to grant us a good re-entry. And I have a big enough heat shield that hope it sticks, it holds up. Disconnecting, and well, yeah, this is the main part. Thank you. Now, moment of truth, re-entry. It's not a re-entry, it's actually entry, because we never left the service. So I'm just checking if there's any science to be done. No gravity, nope. No pressure, nope. Alright, then let's just continue merrily on our way, and the heating comes. Moment of truth. Will it hold out? Or will it just ignite and flash in never-ending amount of, you know, fireworks and all that jazz? A blader is being consumed, but we have plenty of it, so I'm not overly concerned. It's the heating rate and descent rate that actually concerns me a little bit, because it's between -100 and -1000, so it's actually quite steep. But so far so good. The ablator seems to be holding and we seem to be decelerating fast enough. Let's change to above ground level. Who knows, maybe we will be making a landing on Eve this day. It will be certainly fun to check it out. There we go. Log pressure, nothing special. Alright. Temperature, nothing special. Alright, we are dropping. Let's drop the chutes. Those should decelerate a little bit. Would you look at that? Oh, I'm certainly enjoying the looks and feels of Eve. And I'm really looking forward to some actual science, so let's hope we get something concrete. I don't want to cut the chutes. Let's open them at 1800. I'm worried about the hilly nature of this terrain, so I'd actually rather have them open a little bit earlier than normal, so you never know. They are, even like this, half deployed, they are decelerating us, but you never know. I'm always a little bit concerned. There we go. Oh look, temperature scan. We have some science experiments to store. Yay! Gravity? Why can't gravity be done? Seismic data? No. Okay, so only 2 experiments. Good enough. It's still some science shit, so review. Can I send it? I could. Look. Review data 33.6. Send it. Thank you. Now that's certainly nice. Jettison heat shield. I'm not gonna jettison heat shield until my chute's open, because I'm worried that I'm gonna hit it again. Because I think that's what's been keeping this steady descent rate. So once we hit 1800, our chutes should ultimately open, and then we should hopefully be able to jettison the heat shield and deploy the landing gear and wait for the landing. In the ideal case. Almost there. And there we go. Beautifully executed. It's deployed, and look at that. Okay, now jettison the heat shield. Right. And deploy the landing legs. There we go. So 1500. Okay, I think we might actually want to accelerate this a little bit. Yes, warning physics. I get it. That's fine. I'm not gonna wait forever for our landing, so if that's what you are asking. So, okay, 3.6 meters per second. I mean, at 1 times time acceleration, this would take ages. So, through the magic of physics warp plus video editing, I'm shortening this to be at more manageable level. We are already, as you can see, halfway down since the deployment on the chutes, which means we will be on the ground shortly. There we go. 500 meters. Passing 300 meters. Let's look at that beautiful Eve textures that you cannot see due to the video compression. Silly me. Yes. But it's, I don't know, it looks nicer to me. 20 meters and we are landing. Bang! There we go. Look at it. Opening the solar panels, opening the communitron, or yeah, and let's do science shit. Let's see. Seismic data. Transmit. Oops. Whew. Log temperature. What else can we send? Log gravity. Yeah, and what else? Log pressure. Can I send it? Maybe I can send it. Let's actually recharge this sucker. So, review data, send. Gravity, send. Oops, didn't go well. Well, aborting transmission, we'll have to retransmit again. Review data, now send. Now it went fine, and I think we have one more, which would be the seismic data, or no, temperature. Yes, send. Right, look at that, that's our science lander. So, look at it how Eve looks nicely, and we are here with a good connectivity. Well guys, then that pretty much wraps up this episode, and I hope you liked it. I do like playing in 1.8. I hope we'll see you again in the next one, so thank you very much for watching, and after the outro, you'll see how much science we got. A whopping 2,700, so which means we got 1,900. So guys, thank you very much for watching, like if you like, and I'll see you all in the next one. GrunfWorks out.